we are providing some analytical solution comprising from the smart computational analytics, machine learning, machine learning, and artificial intelligence, and we provide it to the government agency.
Okay,
Yes.
sorry, Kim.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you put it in presentation slides?
All right. Sorry. Slide. Here. Okay. Able to see right now?
Okay, Kim, thank you.
All right. Sorry for the inconvenience earlier. All right. Okay. I repeat again. Actually, we are providing some analytical solution to the government agencies, education institution, including the private and public institution and business to make better decision. Okay, so this is our range of the solution, which is from the analytical solution, education technology, data science platform, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. We are based in Petaling Jaya, Malaysia, and we have a branch at the Singapore, India for international marketing. So this is our major customer comprising from the government, education, oil and gas, finance, and others. So why must have a top smart platform for the data science? So now I would like to introduce you on what is the data science. Basically, we are aware that data is everywhere since our technology is more advanced right now. And data science is meant by we want to extract the insight and actionable relationship from the information that we get. So as you can see the diagram here, the data science is the mixture of the mathematics, statistics, computer science, and also business domain knowledge. So what is meant by data science is the data scientist, which is the people that related with this field, data science field, is need to have the knowledge of the mathematics or statistics, and also they need to have a programming language knowledge, and also they need to have a business. They need to have the business domain knowledge. So the trend in organization, like I said earlier, the technology more advanced. So they need to catch the data and they need to catch the information faster than that they can. So like I said, the trend moving data is costly and risky and slow, but now we have to move the data science to make it more faster for the moving data. And also we have to provide the automatic machine learning so that we can do the decision making more faster and more easier. So what is the issue in this data science here? First, we have to keeping up with the many open source innovation. So we need to determine which tool that we have to use, and we have to standardize so that data science we can choose. The second is we have to collaborate with another different tools, sets, and environment. Okay, so like I said earlier, there are many open source for the data science tool here, such as like Python and R. But Python and R is more based on the programming language. So we have to learn the programming language first to analyze the data, to use the open source to analyze the data. So this the requirement to be a data scientist here. As you can see here, most of them, they need more on the programming knowledge. Especially they need to know how to code in the Python, how to code in the R or something. And as you can see here, there are more open source application for the data science. Basically this of the service, the data storage, and then we need to the modeling. We have to use the scikit-learn, pandas we need to the data science, for the data table, and also we have an advanced tools, but still using the programming such as like Kafka or something. So this is a standard procedure of a data science flow. First of all, we get the raw data, and then we have to clean the data so that it can be modeled in this machine learning here. And after that, we do the model deployment, and then after that, we do the chart in the data visualization here. So there are many types of the data here. First is a structured data, which is in the table row, such as in the database here. We also have a semi-structured data because there is some of them is in the table and some of it is not in the table. And unstructured data is not in the table at all, such as in the audio, video, image, natural language, and also the documents. So like I said earlier, this the workflow for the data science. So data science is fall into the feature selection, model training, and model validation. This is the main part for the data science instead of they just do the cleaning the data, because this is a part of the data engineering. And after we do the modeling, then we can do the model validation and model deployment. The prediction comes for the another user. They just simply put the input and they want to predict based on the model that they build or something. So this the type of the machine learning. We have a supervised learning and we have unsupervised learning. Different between supervised learning and unsupervised learning is supervised learning we can see the algorithm, and unsupervised learning we cannot see the algorithm. It's like a black box. We just put the input and then we just put the input into the black box that we cannot see the algorithm or the process, and then after that they will come up with the output. That's called by black box in the supervised learning. So we have also reinforcement learning. So okay. Then this is the role of the in processing in the data from the data cleansing to data modeling, data analysis, and into the deployment. We have a data engineer. For most common for the data engineer is for the data preparation. The data scientist is more to the data analysis and modeling, and business analysis is come to the output, which he or she can determine, can do the decision making based on the modeling that we done. And app developer is more to the system to ensure that system is keep running and keep using by this role of the user here. And then now I would like to introduce to you on our first local data science platform, which is called Perceptron here. So like I said earlier, Perceptron can be tackled on the limitation that we have for the data science. We have enable the accessibility. We can do the single workspace, and we can enable the data scientist with the multiple skills, and also we have the collaboration. So data science is standardized all of the tool that we have for the data science. So these our features of the Perceptron data science. We also maintain the programming on the JUPYTER notebook and RStudio, and also we have the modeler. For those who doesn't familiar with the programming, they can just choose this data modeler to make the data analysis or data modeling. And we also have the visual recognition for the classifying the image data. And also we have the machine learning for it's more automatic model selection and automatic data modeling here. And also it also preserve the data science mechanism. So they have the data exploration for the model development and data preparation. And after that, we also have a model deployment that I will show you later. in my demo. So this our interface of Perceptron. Actually, the Perceptron is powered by IBM. So you also have the JUPYTER notebook for those who want to do the coding and we want to do the programming here. And also we have the SPSS modeler for create a graphical representation. They just simply drag and drop the features in here into the palette here. And also they can do the image classification through our visual recognition model here. We could just simply put the image and the model will train the image whether that is in the desired class or desired variable here. And after that we can just deploy it and we can just simply drag and drop the modeling here. So we have a difference between the Perceptron data science and also the open source, such as like Python and R, in terms of analytical execution, installation, data input, security, collaborative, automated services, and customer services, which we believe that we are more suitable compared with the open source, such as like for the analytic execution. Python and R basically most on the programming language, but for the Perceptron data size, we also have a drag and drop approach, and also we can do the graphical representation so that it can be easier to use and it can be easier to analyze or something. So this our analysis here. This our summary on what I talking about for the Perceptron data size. He has a simple and easier GUI, graphical user interface, less scripting, high availability, and less time consuming. So now I just put on the demonstration session. If you have any question, you can just post it in the chat box, and I will read, and I will try to answer the question accordingly after the demonstration session. All right. So now I just want to. Okay. Okay, are you able to see on my system here in the browser? Okay, I assume it's yes. All right, yes, can see, thank you. All right, so basically, like I said earlier, our Perceptron dataset is powered by IBM. So we use the IBM technology for our platform here. And for the Perceptron dataset, it can be installed. We also have in the desktop version. And also we have the local version, so we can put in the server and it can be used by organization. And also we have the cloud version here. So in like you see is I just use the cloud version here for our Perceptron data science. So it's really simple on how we do on drag and drop the file. Let's say we have a data in the file, in the Excel file or something. We can just simply drag and drop and they will upload in this data asset here. All right. So now I'd like to demonstrate to you on my JUPYTER notebook here. Text. Right. So if you're familiar with the Python or R, maybe you're also familiar with this JUPYTER notebook, as you can just simply input the code and then they will come up with output of each code here. Sorry, maybe my internet connection is slow. Alright, so as you can see here, this our Jupyter Notebook environment. For those who want to do the programming on Python, programming on R, Scala, Spark, and many more. So you can just simply put your data in here. Like I said, you can just drag and drop. And if you want to put the data in this Jupyter Notebook environment here, you can just simply click to insert to code and click on Pandas data frame. So as you can see, this the code that they will come out if you want to do the input the data. So I just click run. So you can see the first five rows of the data. Okay, now we can just simply run on below. So so each of the coding here, they will come out on output. So for example, I just try to install the package PCDAS, and I like to know on information of dataset, predictor name, and data types here, whether that is in the object or in the number. And also we can just do the statistical descriptive statistic here. Right, so you can see the correlation table, and then also we can do the analysis, we can do some modeling here. Like for example, I try to build the XGBoost model to predict whether that it has a tumor or not. And then you can see our model is really reliable. As you can see, it's almost approach the true positive rate here for the ROC curve. And you can see the accuracy is around 95%, which is, it indicates that our model is more reliable. So, but don't worry, if you're not familiar with this programming like a Python and R here, we also have the analytical tools that simply not using the programming language. We can just keep on drag and drop here. Now I would like to demonstrate to you on our modeler flow. For example, demo modeler, create. Okay. Now, it's really easier to use. We can just simply drag these features into this called palette, and also we have our canvas here. So we can just simply drag and drop that we want to analyze. For example, I just want to create on data asset, and then I just change. Let's say I want to input my fraud detection data here. Okay, save. Okay, and then after that, we have a cleaning tools here, such as like we want to just select, we can just do the sampling, or you can do the merge, append from the other data, and also we can just try to fill. And we have also, we want to specify the metadata, and you can just do the filtering or something. For example, I just want to specify the data type on our data here. You can just simply drag and drop, and you can just link it make it as a flow. So it can read the data that we have. You can just simply read, and it will detect you whether that the data is in a numerical or categorical. And you can just simply on type get on what is the feature that we want to modeling, and click save. And after that, for the modeling part, we have various number of the machine learning here that we can use. But to make it easier and make it smaller here, we have also feature auto classifier, auto numeric, and auto cluster. The purpose of this auto classifier here is they generate all of this machine learning here, then they will choose the best classifier that the system believes that reliable for the data. For example, I just simply drag, and you can just link it as a flow here, right? Right, so, okay, this our scratch here, and now I just want to show to you on my completed modeler here. Such as I have fault detection. Okay, so this is our completed modeler here, and you can, if you want to run it, you can just simply click run here, and but if you can just simply right click on which palette that you want to run. For example, I want to analyze on what we do on the modeling here. Click this, right click and run. All right, so you can see our modeling is around 94%, and also it can be said that our modeling is reliable on this percentage of accuracy here. It different compared with the JUPYTER notebook, because of we use the different data, and we also use the different algorithm of data science here. So we also have more automated feature. We call it as auto AI. We can just simply drop your data, and then they will do the data cleansing by itself, and also they do the data modeling by itself. You can just simply input the data. For example, I already built my data by modeling here. So as you can see here, they will detect as extra tree classifier is more reliable to use. So we can just simply save as model or save as notebook here. I already saved here. And once we save the model, then we can do the model deployment through our machine learning here. For example, and then we do the deployment, and we can just simply test on our modeling here, for example, and they do some prediction. For example, I build the model whether that the customer purchase the tent or not. I just simply put the demographic profile and also what is the product line, what is her product line, and also the purchase amount. For example, okay, Mary, single, profession is professional, product line, they book some groceries, and 1 to 3.24, and then and the answer is the probability that she would buy the tent is she will not buy the tent around 70% here, the probability here. Okay, so I hope you understand on what we do on deployment in our Perceptron data science here. Right. Now I would like to show on last part on our demonstration here. I would like to demonstrate on visual recognition is we build some image classification model. For example, I just do on classify the car according to their brand based on the image of the car. To build this car, I put some image of the car and I classify it according to their brand. 50 image that I put for this model here, but 10 of each for the respective class here, and another 10 is for the negative image here, which may not belong to the any of this class. Okay. Right. So now I would like to test the classification model. I just simply put on my image and they will detect whether that the class is belong of each of the brand here. For example, you can see the first image, it belongs to Hyundai Elantra, which 78% accurate here. And also they detect the image, this BMW M3 Coupe in around 64% accurate here. And you can see also this the negative image that I said earlier. This Pro 2 Beza, Pro 2 Alza, but they didn't catch the exact class here. So around the 48% with the empty scope, which is wrong or something. And also you can see the another image, negative image, which is the motorcycle. None of them achieve high accuracy of each class here, such as like BMW M3 Coupe, SUV, is really small accuracy here. And also we can just, if you want to see the image that more accurate here, you can just set the threshold and you can just simply choose the class. For example, I just choose the BMW M3 Coupe around 84%, and they will generate you the image of the car. Okay. All right. So, and you can just also implement the coding. You can just simply copy and paste through our snippet, code snippet. They'll provide on CURL, Java, Node, Python, and Ruby. All right. So I think that's all for my demonstration on our Perceptron data science here. Okay. So if you have any question on, if you want to ask on Perceptron data science in terms of pricing, in terms of technical support here, you can see our contact number and also our contact email. For those who want to do the, who want to know what is the pricing of this our platform here, you can just email at sales@statworks.com. Also, you can simply email to kumar@statworks.com. And if you have technical question, you can just simply ask at techsupport@statworks.com. And if you want to see more detail on our company here, you can simply navigate to this website on www.stitwks.com. Right, so now I just want to see on the question. Okay. All right. Mr. Hakim, modular. Okay. Modular apps can assist us on conceptual framework. Can you elaborate more about what is the conceptual framework? Then I will try to answer your question. All right. So another question is, this data science similar with Excel format or SPSS? Sorry, I still don't get the picture of data science. All right. For the Excel format or SPSS or something, we just do the analytic, some statistical analysis, and which is a part of the data science here. But for data science, it's not simply we do the statistical analysis. We also do some machine learning analysis that comprising our IT, such as like the neural network or something, and we choose our AI to do some prediction. So I hope it's clear. Compared with the SPSS, actually we can do the statistical analysis in SPSS in our modeler here. Okay, for input modeler, data science is most okay. Like I said earlier, for input modeler data science it must homogeneous sources. For example, images only instead of heterogeneous sources, images, email. For this Perceptron data science, we also have the API to do on machine learning. Machine learning can be detected on the structured data, but for unstructured data like image, it can be done in the visual recognition for image only. And also we can do some like we can also do the classification text modeling for natural language. But since we have a limitation on I would like to show on natural language modeler, but unfortunately we have a limitation here. So I assume that we can be done to the text classification. Can I claim this webinar for my CPD point? Can you explain a little bit on what is the CPD point? Thank you. Okay, conceptual framework that emerged from literature review. Okay, I understand right now. It's more like qualitative analysis here. But for this data science platform, it can be used for the quantitative analysis. So it can be done on statistical things, and it can be done with the machine learning. For the conceptual framework, unfortunately that we cannot use on this our platform here, since we just use on qualitative analysis, not quantitative analysis. All right. So is there any question here? I hope it's clear that I answer each of the question here. Okay. Anyone else? If there is any point that you want to point out for this webinar here? How do you share this recorded presentation here? Actually, we will try to I think our marketing teams now working on the creating the YouTube account and uploading the webinar, uploading the recorded webinar. So please, I hope please be patient and wait for our YouTube channel that we will create soon here. All right. Oh, you may subscribe to our YouTube channel at Statworks Group. Yes, we also have a YouTube channel and we will upload this recording video soon. Continuing professional development or certificate, e-certificate. I will try to check on our management first whether that it achieve on continuing professional development or not, or we will provide you some e-certificate from us. So far, we just provide the certificate for those who attend this. Actually, we not using this for the webinar, but if you for previous we do the demo and we do the training and we provide the certificate to our participant. But for this webinar, I will try to discuss on with my management first on whether that we will provide the point of continuing professional development or not. And I will get back to you later. All right. Okay. So, is there any question so far? All right. So, if you have any clarification here, you need further clarification here, you can just simply email at techsupport@statworks.com, then I will answer it accordingly. All right. So, I think that's all for today. Is there anyone else that want to point out? Okay. So, I will end of this webinar here. And I will try as much as I can on if I left out the question. And then thank you for participating in this webinar again. And I hope it's clear. And sorry for any inconvenience and sorry for my, if the presentation is not clear with you. All right. So thanks a lot. Bye.